Thank you for joining us. My name's David Bailey. I am the editor-in-chief of the journal Regional Studies, and here it is. For over 50 years, the journal has been publishing research, empirical analysis, and policy debate. We publish original research spanning economic, social, political, and environmental dimensions of urban and regional subnational change. And it's my great delight to welcome the authors of our best papers this year. So we get huge numbers of papers each year published in the journal. Very difficult job trying to identify one or a few papers that we really enjoyed, but we've done it. And these have been chosen by the editors of Regional Studies. So we've got two award winners this year. The first one is by Betsy Donald at Queen's University, Kingston, Canada, and Mia Gray at the University of Cambridge. And the paper's entitled The Double Crisis: In What Sense a Regional Problem? This was published in Regional Studies in 2019 in volume 53, issue 2. And we, as editors, we really enjoyed this paper because it looks at both the financial and the environmental crisis, a double crisis. And it kind of also goes beyond the title and looks at to what extent regional theory can be of help in responding to that and being a solution. So we enjoyed the fact that, particularly in the conclusion, it reflected on the field of regional studies and to what extent the skills regional studies researchers have in terms of bottom-up approaches within a multi-scalar approach, the mix of different research skills that they have can be kind of brought together to reflect on these challenges. And rereading the paper today before this award, I just reflected on how actually insightful it is also in the context of the COVID crisis and where we're going next. So congratulations to Betsy and Mia. And Betsy, over to you.
Well, thanks very much, David. Yes, both me and I were thrilled to receive this award because it was a paper we were really close to our heart. We just did it out of passion first and real commitment. And we did really have the sense that we wanted to say something about the importance of the regions and regional studies in contributing to these wicked ideas that we are, or wicked problems that we have today. So it was a labor of love. And so we were just absolutely honored to receive this award. And we wanted to thank the referees for all the wonderful feedback we received. The process was phenomenal with regional studies. We also wanted to thank our funders, the Center for Business Research at Cambridge University and Cambridge Political Economy Trust, as well as the British Academy for funding this research, our ability to work together, to go back and forth. But it really is an honor, and we agree that we feel this paper has a lot of relevance for today. Certainly all these intractable problems, and regional studies is right there in the center trying to solve some of them. So thank you. Mia, would you like to say more things?
Yes, thanks, Betsy. Thank you, David, and thank you, Regional Studies. We're absolutely honored to receive this award. I think I want to just add something about the power of collaboration. One of the things that has just been a joy, Betsy and I have worked together for a number of years now and done a number of papers together. And always when I work with her, our argument goes further than it would be as two individuals writing. And I think sometimes, you know, I suppose I'd just like to highlight what a wonderful process it is too. And one of the things we were proud of is one of the points you brought up, David, which is really thinking about how regional studies as a discipline really has a role to play in solving these crises. So really trying to push our own kind of models and how we're thinking about these problems and trying to come up with solutions. I just want to say from both of us, David, thanks.
You're very welcome. Congratulations. Great paper, by the way. I really enjoyed reading it. It's available free to view, by the way. So if you're watching, click on the links on the RSA website and on the journal, and you can read the paper for free. Next up, we've got another equally wonderful paper by Neil Lee at the London School of Economics. This is entitled Inclusive Growth in Cities, a Sympathetic Critique. It appeared in 2019, volume 53, issue 3. And Neil really offers a fantastic kind of critique of this term inclusive growth, which has been increasingly used in recent years, but as he notes, it's kind of a fuzzy and operationally problematic term. There's a kind of very limited evidence base around it. There's a kind of overconfidence in the ability of local government to deliver and shape growth, especially in the context of huge cuts. But despite all of that, it's a term which is better than many of the others that are used. And whilst there's a risk of it kind of being a sort of a placebo for policymakers, it doesn't have to be perfect, as Neil notes. And that if it brings into much sharper focus some of the distributional issues, the trade-offs on policymakers' agenda, then it can be a useful tool for us going forwards. And particularly how we could consider the impact on low-income groups. And again, in rereading the paper for this kind of award ceremony today, it struck me how relevant it was in today's context of how COVID has impacted and governments are having to sort of intervene in various ways. So, Neil, congratulations, and over to you.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, I'm hugely honoured to receive this award, particularly in such wonderful company. This paper was a sort of labour of love in that I wrote it over probably slightly too long a period. It drew out of discussions with the Joseph Rowntree Foundation and a group of scholars who were convened by the Joseph Rowntree Foundation to think about these issues. And also I should say as well that the process was wonderful in that the referees really, they gave it a kicking, as they should do, but it was a constructive kicking, a polite constructive kicking, which really helped sort of improve the paper. So I'm hugely grateful. And then the other thing I should say now is that this paper was in the policy debate section. And the policy debate section of regional studies really provides a forum for this sort of policy-focused research, which I think can be, is one of the sort of hallmarks of our field, which I think we do very well. And actually, to illustrate this, I was giving a lecture to BEIS, one of the UK government departments, even yesterday, on some of the themes of the paper. So it's been a really, it's been a wonderful piece to write. I had a great experience with the journal, and I'm extremely grateful for this award. Thank you.
Thanks, Neil. Great paper again. Congratulations to all of our winners today in the ceremony. Regional Studies, it remains open for business. It's been a kind of unprecedented time, and we owe a big thanks to all of our authors, editors, and referees who do such a good job for us. So hopefully we can meet again sometime for real and celebrate your success with drinks. We normally do this at the President's event, but obviously that's not possible right now, but hopefully we'll get the chance to meet and celebrate your success. So thanks very much, everyone. Have a good, safe Christmas and hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.